intro right now.
Howdy and aloha. Welcome to Manata. The earth and you are ohana.
Thank goodness I caught that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Howdy and aloha, everybody. It's James with Monotalk. Can I start video? Fail to start video camera. Why did you fail to start video camera? Okay, anyway. So, the audio is good. I don't know what this thing is doing right now. It's doing the weirdest shit I've fucking ever seen. But, we're on. We're on Monotalk. I've got Eric here that's been a long-time buddy since 2017. And, of course, my other good buddy Cheryl's on right now. We're going to just do an open forum talking about all kinds of cool things. The things we were talking about earlier, we'll probably bring them up again. But what's really cool is that we have people that are talking about these things and bringing these, needed discussions to light for everybody to hear. No matter how crazy or how off you think some of these discussions can be or may have been or may sound, don't put it past what these crazy lunatics at the World Economic Forum, in our own governments and across the planet, these Pedo Predator Class fuckers could do. They're just do not put it past them, because whether it's an alien inside of somebody's body or some religious situation or whatever, there's I'm telling you, there are actual fucking demons in these goddamn Democrats. It's really starting to look that way. But who knows what it is? But the thing that I think is important is that we have the discussion. Is that we have the people are able to talk about these things, and for other people just to be able to talk about it as well. All right, welcome, Cheryl. Welcome, Eric. Eric, you were talking earlier about the people that are the inbred people. You brought that up. That really. Are you talking about the Rothschild type people in the bloodline? Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's.
This is the problem. Them, they the problem.
Yeah, they the problem.
Yeah, these fucking globalists are the fucking problem, and they're just, they're just nothing more than a bunch of fucking globalist inbreds, and they just want to go and not only rape America, they want to go and rape the whole world.
Obama is related to that damn family, saying Hitler is his grandfather.
Yeah, he is an inbred.
Yeah, because they had, remember that video with all the European, all our presidents were European. Mm-hmm. And Obama's picture was right in there. And Margaret Thatcher is, head of is her father.
Is in there also.
They all related.
They're all part of it.
I've been hearing that for decades. I'm like, I'm not, because I'm not really into politics. This shit is crazy. Then my husband gave me a video on the Illuminati. I never watched it. It was like several hours long. I never watched it. I just kept hearing different things. And then I started doing research. Mm-hmm. Especially after 2016 when they cheated Bernie. That really changed me. When Obama got in office doing all his shit. He's still behind the scenes with that earplugs. You said he having his ear sitting in his basement, giving orders down near Washington.
That's what he was doing.
Probably getting fucked by his tranny husband.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Did y'all hear about the chef? They were sleeping together.
What? Oh my.
Remember that chef? Yeah, because he was found naked out there in the water.
He is a sick queer.
Dead and naked.
Half-breed Barry is a fucking sick queer.
Yeah, because the neighbors said them two were very intimate. I don't know what happened. He was trying to try to pull them out. Nope. That's about the fourth, fifth murder Obama did.
Big Mike took him out.
And Roseanne said she lost her job because of Michelle Obama. She said it on the PBG show. Yeah. And people don't want to believe she was saying. They said, if you look at her memoir, there's no pictures of her in there pregnant with either of those kids. Mm-hmm. She can't get pregnant. She's a man.
Exactly.
They showed a picture of them paddling a canoe recently. No, did you see that picture? No, did you see that? Did you see that picture? I
Oh my
swear to
God.
God, this motherfucker is. I wouldn't want to see Big Mike in a fucking alley, a dark alley, because this guy had some fucking guns, man, and his shoulders were wider. Nobody fucked with the picture. It's all over the fucking place, in front of their house, paddling the fucking canoe. This is like during the time of when the chef disappeared. Oh, we always go out to the lake, and sadly this happened. They showed this fucking picture, but it shows.
I seen that picture last year.
Or was it last
Like
year or
when they,
something?
yeah, last year when they
Oh, was it
went
last year?
on Christmas, the Christmas
Okay.
vacation.
I
Yeah,
thought it was this year,
Barry
but anyway,
wasn't really
but
paddling, but Mike was really paddling.
no, man. I mean,
And they
fuck.
say 42 calls to the police was at their house. 42 calls.
Holy shit. 42
Yep.
calls.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Pelosi's. Remember Pelosi's house with the hammer situation?
Oh, yeah, that was Pizzagate.
How the fuck? No, how in the hell is this guy
Nancy Pelosi's a fag
allowed
hag.
to get into the property and hang out?
He
Right?
was invited.
He was fucking invited. He had already been there. He
was invited.
He was invited. He was there, and then it got nasty because Paul Pelosi wasn't fucking telling Nancy that his boyfriend was coming over to do the fucking doo doo or the doo doo. And it just
He was, they say he was asking, where's Nancy at? Where's Nancy? I'm going to hammer her in her head.
Yeah. Well, he. I think he was looking. This prostitute man, or this, he's probably.
They deal with people like that.
Yeah. He's getting.
They love
money.
sick queers.
Yeah, they like the sick, somewhat homeless.
People with
queers,
criminal records.
Yeah, so they can manipulate them and shit. Yeah. Basically.
Yeah, and they can go and let the criminal get away with it while, that fag hag Pelosi can just, support her husband being a faggot. A cornholing, cock-smoking faggot.
Yeah, that's pretty sad. Yeah, what they do, this guy gets a DUI, right? I saw the fucking video. I saw the pictures. There's no way he blew, I think he blew like a .18, which is, half dead. But he gets nothing. It's fucking crazy. Right? And then fucking now we got
And who was in the car? Probably was that dude in the car.
Probably that dude in the
Because he
car.
walked away.
Yeah, or they let him walk, or he told him to leave, or whatever fucking male prostitute he had in there.
And let him walk and suck cock.
Yeah, it's really weird that they want to fight for LGBTQ rights, but they don't want to show it to anybody. Isn't that weird?
It's all a fucking ruse. They just want gay votes. They want lesbian votes. They want bisexual votes. They want tranny votes.
But they don't really care about it.
Exactly. They virtue signal. It's like no better than these politicians that want to go and virtue signal on religion, and yet these are the most demonic fucking people.
Yeah.
These people are literally fucking Satanists.
Yeah.
There they are.
Yeah.
Anytime a real ambergris spread blood on her body and feces, and then they be eating the shit. And it's like, oh, God, this is disgusting.
Pretty fucked up, man.
And I saw a big video, Jay-Z dancing with that woman.
Yeah.
And people need to stop idolizing them to Beyonce and Jay-Z. They are nothing but witch. I know her drummer hiding from her. She said she ain't nothing but a witch. And they're doing things to them at concerts, too.
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
that Travis Scott concert?
Mm-hmm.
How many people died going through that thing? And I think all of them was vaccinated, and one guy survived. He talking about he felt like his heart was about to pop through his chest. They doing that demonic shit at them shows. Them parents need to start sending them kids to them shows.
Exactly.
They're all sacrificing these people, it seems like. I mean, as weird and nuts as that sounds, when these type of bloodthirsty, pedophile, whatever fucking demonic creatures these people are.
Semen demons.
Yeah, semen demons. The fucking it's hard to. It's not well. It's not hard for me, but it's hard for people to wrap their heads around what they're really trying to accomplish, and they are trying to appease some weird deity. It seems like some demonic. It's just, and you catch it happening constantly. I mean, what was that guy doing in the devil suit? Smith. What was his name? Sam Smith.
Sam Smith.
Yeah, that was fucking nuts. That was fucking nuts. It's like, okay, I get it. You worship the fucking devil. I mean, but that's not.
I saw him celebrating gay sex on stage
And they were fucking.
in red devil suit.
Yeah, and the devil suit and all that other shit. I was just like, are you serious? They're like little 6, 7, 8-year-olds that love music. You know, they just love music. And they're gonna put that shit out there. That's just fucking crazy. You know? Hey, I shouldn't say, you know, when I was a kid, I listened, you know, when I was like 10, 11, 12, you know, I was listening to Van Halen and Judas Priest and stuff like that, you know. But that was a little different. We were fucking, you know, rock and roll, man. You know, we were just, you know what I mean? We weren't, you know, sacrificing puppies. You know what I mean?
No, they ain't doing nothing crazy. So everything was about love and fun and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This shit today is crazy.
Yeah, this is
It's
like
demonic.
hardcore. This is like hardcore. Like, I'm gonna introduce you to my demonic savior kind of hardcore craziness. That's where these people, that's where their mind is at. And it's almost like they want people to condone or to be okay with this.
They want to go and groom people into normalizing it.
Exactly.
They all want all religions under one to worship the devil. That's their goal.
And it's not going to fucking work.
It ain't
I
gonna
won't
work.
worship
not
their
gonna
devil.
work.
Not in
I
this
ain't worshiping
country.
no devil.
Not in this country. I'll fucking not. No. You think that's gonna fucking be popular? You want to put that in the schools and all this other shit? Then you gotta fucking. Then you're gonna have a big, massive problem with a lot of fucking people. You know, and it's.
And New York is just like California. They act like they're not even part of the United States with the laws and shit they pass.
I know. Oh, did you hear about the that one guy that got stabbed? Though the one guy that got stabbed by the criminal, like the activist guy, he got stabbed at like 4 something in the morning with his girlfriend, and some criminal just went and fucking stabbed him.
Yeah, he went crazy on him. He said, "What you looking at me?" He started going after him, stabbing him. He was still trying to help him.
I can't say I can't feel bad. I can't feel bad for him because, you know, I was like, you think you're gonna go and try to go and help a criminal and they're gonna go and fucking stab you?
Yeah, he's trying to talk to him, calm him down. You getting stabbed.
Yeah,
I thought that was Maria Ingrid's art.
Yeah. No.
Oh, it's that fucking tranny statue again.
Yeah, I'm sure not. Because we're on topic. Wherever we go, I kind of bring us on topic of what we're talking about. I mean, I just couldn't believe these fucking people put this next to Moses.
The tranny beast statue. Yeah, put that shit somewhere else. Like, put it somewhere else. We don't want it in this fucking country.
All they doing is mocking God and throwing it in his face.
Yeah,
They just keep it up. Keep it up.
Yeah, they'll take down. They took down statues of Grant, right? Statues of Grant.
You know what? They took out historical statues because of you know, systemic race baiting and identity politics. They're there for a reason.
They talking about taking down George Washington.
Yeah, they wanted to take him down because he was white.
Oh my! Some people say, "How you hating on white people and you white?"
Exactly. It's a bunch of fucking self-hating whites with fucking white guilt. I can't stand them fucking monkeys. I can't
No,
fucking.
Isn't that amazing?
what they trying to do is erase our history of how we grew up and stuff like that. That's why they killed off a lot of those elderly, because they not know about a lot of old stuff. But you still got their ancestors still living. They were taught. You ain't gonna never get me to forget how I was raised and the history. Because Judge Joe Brandon mentioned, I don't know what city it was, but it was black soldier statues up there fought in the wars. They took them down. They said they ain't make the news.
Wow.
They trying to erase history.
Exactly.
The Democrats. Democrats, you'll never erase your history. Never.
Yeah, they'll never erase their, they can never erase their history when it comes to them wanting to go and wear plant robes.
Especially when you currently still being a racist.
Exactly. They're even more racist than, they're more racist than, like, an actual racist. I mean, they're worse than an actual racist.
They equate with them neo-Nazis they supporting in Ukraine.
Exactly.
That's who they relating to. Like when Trump got in office, he said, why do we still have NATO? The Cold War is over. Why do we still have it? And that's when he started defunding them.
Mm-hmm.
And why we have the United Nations?
They're all fucking... Okay, so here's the story. So Hitler goes down in 1945. A couple of years later, a lot of his sergeants, officers of the Third Reich, get together and they create what the fuck was it called? The Durkenshire Treaty or something that they later called, which had a German name, by the way, and then they later called it the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, right? NATO. So that's NATO. NATO was basically built from the fucking leaders of the Holocaust.
What was that? The Fourth Reich? Yeah.
Yeah, the Third Reich. Yeah, that's where they came from.
And they brought them back here, all those scientists. A lot of them probably dead now, but they brought them out of them back here. They got control of our fucking country.
Yeah, well, their kids are still hanging
and they want to destroy it.
Klaus Schwab's father was big-time supporter in his company. Yeah. There's lots of ties also to Bill Gates that people don't realize. That he's part of it as well. What's happening right now, besides the demonic, witch crap and all that, there's a movement that's been happening for a long time that's finally gotten power. And it's these people that were destroyed in Germany, the Third Reich. Do you honestly believe they were going to stop their fight? Of course not. They rebranded themselves and changed identities and moved into a new realm of togetherness and countries together. But now their plan is starting to unfold. The plan started to be exposed in early 2020 when myself, James Corbell, Ryan Christian, G. Edward Griffin's been talking about, Ike has been talking about it for a long time. A few other people have been talking about it. But I kind of came to the scene a lot later than a lot of these guys. But at least I was able to pinpoint where this stuff is coming from. And they're a big fucking movement of a bunch of rich-ass motherfuckers that want their totalitarian system to be number one. That's what they're trying to do. And they're going to get it if we keep Pedo Joe in office. They're going to get it.
And they're big on that eugenics too.
Oh my God.
Very big. Did you get that video I sent you? It was touched on the history of how Israel, they have got control of the media and Semi Valley where the social medias are at. And they got people they hired and trained and brought them here in the U.S. and they working. They the ones censoring us and stuff.
Really?
I sent you a video.
I think I'm trying to remember.
Yeah,
What was it?
yeah, because that was just the other day. I got that video. I was like, God damn it, Israel been in here. That's why they keep giving them fucking money.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
letting
they
them tear down your
cater
own,
to Kike Land.
and letting them tear down their own country.
Yeah,
This is crazy.
Yeah, these fucking cucks, they don't mind these these identity politics, fucking kike baiting Jews. And that's what I actually do call them. That's what they really are to me. I mean, there's your Jewish people and they're your kikes.
No, they're not Jews. They're Asnakidim. They're not Jewish at
that's
all.
what somebody was saying the other day. Is they?
So they're kike snakes.
No,
they're not Jews. They're not the real Jews. Netanyahu grew up in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, went to Cheltenham High and graduated, and moved down there in Israel. That's a lot of American Jews down there. They're not really Jews. They Asnakidim. That's the name of them. So they call them Zionists. That's what they are.
That's what they are. Yes.
So
Yep.
they're using Jews as a scapegoat, just like how the Nazis did.
They stole from the Jews. But who was that? That was Kissinger interview on 60 Minutes. He was a young boy, 14 years old, going around with the Nazis stealing from his own people, supposedly his own people. And
Wait, wasn't that George Soros?
Was it Soros or Kissinger? I think it was Kissinger.
It was Kissinger.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not the real Jews.
Yeah, these people, they portray themselves. They claim it's like saying.
Yeah.
It's like saying you're a Muslim or you're a Christian, but you're not. You're actually the opposite.
No, ma'am.
It's
They are Ashnakazim. That's just what they are. That's the old Greek term of them.
How do you say it? Can you spell that?
Ashnakazim. You can look it up.
Oh Jesus! Good luck for me.
Ashnakazim.
Okay, just give me the first 5 words.
ASH. Let me see. Let me look it up.
ASH. Naxizim.
Yeah. It's ASHKENAZIM.
Okay, I got it. So, Jews of Germania. So they are Jewish diaspora population who formed in the Holy Roman Empire. Oh shit! So that's
What?
Einstein was too. Einstein was a fucking. Oh my god. Okay, this is Hollywood.
Yeah. They got into making movies. This is all behind.
This is Hollywood.
This Jewish guy, had a factory, and he brutally raped and killed a 13-year-old white girl because he had young kids working there.
Mm-hmm.
He got arrested and convicted, but the governor released him, and the white people went to kill him, and that's when they formed the ADL, the Anti-Defamation League.
Fuck the ADL.
Yeah, that's how they formed that. So they keep using it. They keep covering up for this dude did.
Yeah.
So they talking about that was a child sacrifice. That wasn't no fucking child sacrifice.
This fucking murder.
He murdered and then they got into movies. They made a movie about that guy too. And they put a black face on it. I can't remember the name of it. But they put a black face on it. So they actually made the vaccines for the white folks. They want to kill them because of that incident. Because that's what they did to the Jewish guy. Well, he wasn't really Jewish, but anyway, that's all the story is behind.
The
But
way
they don't
that
like nobody.
the way that Ashkenazi Jews are being spelled like that actually really fucking just.
That makes a lot of sense.
that makes me just want to go and just stay away from those type of Jews because
Yeah. Yeah, they nasty. Look at Netanyahu.
He's one of
Oh,
them.
I can't stand that kike.
He's one
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah, and that's why they run the music industry, the movie industry. When the black man Kanye West came out and told the truth about him, but Kanye West never apologized. Nick Cannon did. When Nick Cannon apologized, had to sit down with a rabbi Jew, tell them about their history. They're lying about your history. They're not the real Jews.
Exactly. I mean,
They got control of the country.
They pretty much do control Hollywood, definitely.
Yeah, they
So
control
I'm
everything.
going to say not Rob Schneider, but Rob Reiner. Rob Reiner is probably one. I think there's more. I think
I'm shocked he's the way he is, because the shows he played, and I love doing them shows, All in the Family and stuff, and him being a great director.
Yeah. So, what the heck is that? There's a bunch of them. They're everywhere.
Well, they're all sellouts anyway.
And I saw an interview of Rob Schneider yesterday with Dr. Drew. He talked about these woke people. He's sick of them. And people need to be held accountable for them damn vaccines.
Oh, hell yeah. They definitely need to be held accountable.
Because I follow him on Twitter. He be having me cracking up. Yeah, they rule the world. My husband said one old Jewish guy told me, one Jew rules the world. That was an old Jew that told him that.
This is a serious history of these people.
And they claim to be the chosen people. No one's fucking chosen in this
They are
fucking
not
world.
the chosen people.
That's
And I
correct.
think Trump knows. Trump knows a lot of stuff. He's not a stupid guy.
Yeah. He knows about
Because he said these are some evil people, and they've been around for a long time. And he ain't scared of them.
That's it. He's
Because
not
all the
one of
other ones, the V talking good talk, but you don't have them that stand in them guts like Trump does. He ain't scared of them. He said, what I got to do is I live the good life. He said, I want to save my country. He really loves this country. He's a nationalist. He loves his country. But the Democrats use the term, he's racist. They say that about Putin because he's a nationalist. He loves his country. He's taking care of his country. All them other countries take care of their people but the United States. And they cause chaos in the Middle East because they created all those terrorist groups. Created all of them, the CIA and everything.
Yeah. I mean, it's
And
it's big government that's the fucking problem.
Yeah. And they all bought and paid for the CIA, had the politicians' phones up so they know about what's going on, their family members, and threatening them and stuff like that.
It just proves that they're a bunch of weak pussy fucking cowards.
Yeah, they weak, yeah.
Yeah, they just use. I mean, they're no better than the Nazis in Germany. They're no better than those people that caused the Armenian genocide too.
They are the Nazis. That's what she's saying.
They are the Nazis.
They are them. They've been around for a fucking long time.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
do
what
some
Trump
research
said.
on this.
I'm
gonna go have a smoke. I'll be right back, guys.
Understood.
All right. He didn't mention the name, but they've been around for a long time. There's the Rothschilds, Rockefeller. Rothschilds own everything. They own the Titanic. They killed them. It was billionaires on that ship. They were trying to. The Rothschild wanted to go to the gold standard, but the billionaires on the ship didn't. They blew that ship up. That ship didn't sink. They blew that sucker up.
Oh yeah, I already know.
Yeah, they blew it up.
Yeah, I mean, they were they were that jealous enough to go and kill billionaires that wanted to go and make assets of society, unlike the fucking inbred fucking Rothschilds that want to go and give bigotry of low expectations towards everyone. Fuck the Rothschilds.
Yeah, the man, the Rockefellers, and whoever else. Now
Yeah,
George Soros got his grand. George Soros got his grandson going to the White House several times, but they're not really in that damn White House. They had Tyler Perry Studios. That's just exactly where they at. They locked that place up. They ain't let Biden them go in there.
Yeah, the Rockefellers are a bunch of Nazi-loving kikes anyway.
Yeah, they're Osnachians. That's who they are.
Yep.
I'm listening. I watch T. West. He talks about the history, and like he said, it wasn't. And the bishop I watched, he said it wasn't white people that held slaves. It was them. That's how they try to turn us up against one another. Because they had us thinking white people held slaves. It wasn't them. It was the Anunnaki that did it.
Fucking insane.
Yeah, it wasn't white folks that held slaves. If I say that to somebody, they're like, you fucking crazy. No, it wasn't. That's why they do it on purpose to have us go against each other.
Exactly.
Yeah, because if we unite all together, that's why Fred Hampton was killed. He started talking to the white poor people. That's just like us. They got him out of here because if they knew if we all unite, they ain't got a chance. They divided us by race. This country been racist since its damn conception.
Yeah, I mean, of course they want to go and, promote, definitely, race baiting, identity politics, and just, promote, these people that want to go be, captain saviors of, pick your race, and they just go and put out the crisis actor, and this is, go and just race bait a bunch of fucking things. I mean, look at Al Sharpton, for example.
Oh, he's a piece of shit. He slept with James Brown. That's why he wears hair like that.
Wait, he slept with who?
James Brown.
The singer?
Yes.
Oh,
Judge
my.
Brown said that. Judge Brown be telling about some old school stuff, man. He said a lot of them civil rights leaders were sleeping with one another, the men.
Oh, my God. So Al Sharpton is a cornholer?
Yeah, and he's an FBI informant, too. My husband didn't believe me. I said, go to smokinggun.com, the documents right there. And I saw the interview of the mob guy. He said, yeah, Al Sharpton was the FBI informant to take down the mob. He was in New York. That's why he don't have to pay taxes on his place. He's protected by the CIA.
Wow.
And he go race bait. And I don't know why people call him and Jesse Jackson, because Jesse Jackson was the cause of MLK being murdered.
Yeah. Well, they like taking out their own. They don't like it when they don't like it when other people speak out, no matter who it is. They're like,
and him and Martin Luther King did not like Jesse Jackson. He said this guy, he just want to be out in the front and out up there. He always got in the fight when he don't want to switch his room. Jesse Jackson. I can't stand him or Al Sharpton. Y'all running around like y'all civil rights leaders. Y'all go there to cause get the quiet black people down when they protested and get paid money in your pocket. That's all. I call him Rent Riot. He never apologized for that Tawana Brawley thing. Talking about that girl was raped by these men and put feces on her and stuff. She lied the whole time, and Jesse Jackson support. Not Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton. And Jesse Jackson stepped to that, helped that hooker, that dancer, that stripper with the lacrosse boys at that school. She could have messed up their lives. She lied. Now she in jail killing her boyfriend. And Jesse Jackson paid for her full scholarship in college.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they just pick and choose what events they want to do. That's what they do. Pick a bit that they want. Like they tagged on the George Floyd. The Bill Coroner's report came out and said he died from them drugs. He took drugs. Kanye West said that. I think their family's suing him now because he said that. He died from drugs. There wasn't no chokehold around his neck.
And still people go and feel bad for fucking fentanyl Floyd, including the fucking people
Yeah.
with fucking white guilt. Get over it. He was a fucking career criminal. No one should go and
Yeah,
fucking
that's what
praise
I'm
him.
saying. Eric in Trenton, New Jersey had a statue of somebody that's very popular in history. They took that down and put a statue of George Floyd here.
Was it a golden statue or was it?
Huh?
I know. I'm trying to think. Was the statue like a golden color or a bronze color? I'm trying to go and remember.
Yeah, you talking about George Floyd statue?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. And the other one was the person that was on, and they had that statue up there for decades. They took that down and put his ass up on there. And my thing is, that mural they built in Minnesota or Missouri, wherever he was killed at, my God may have lightning strike that mural down. It destroyed it. Because you don't make no man no higher. You don't look up no man no higher, make him higher than God. And that's what they did, the Democrats and the other people, using that Black Lives Matter. They weren't for black men. They was just for they say that on their website they wasn't for black men. So what you out here protesting for? They threw them out of Ferguson when they was down there after what's that boy's name? After he got killed, I forgot his name. They realized they was pushing the LGBTQ agenda.
Yes,
and then I was saying, I'm like, well, what is this Black Lives Matter and Antifa? So I go see, I said, that 90% white, ain't no blacks out there.
Yeah,
they tore up all these cities. It's a damn shame. All democratically ran cities.
Yep, it's some fucking people with white guilt that want to go and protest on behalf of a black criminal. It's fucking disgusting.
But the thing is, white folks didn't come out and protest like that for black people. That's why I found it strange. I said, this is a democratic thing. It's election time. They're going to use this just for that. And then him to have a carriage-drawn thing for his coffin. I'm like he was an angel. He was a drug addict.
He was a career criminal drug addict.
Yeah, he did nothing for society. When people tell me, or did you saw the man, his thing on his neck? I'm telling you, the real coroner report came out. I don't know, those cops need to be retried and taken out. But the one that was on his, partially on his neck, he ain't getting that because him and his wife committed fraud with the IRS. But the other cops, they got, I said, that's a damn shame. People ain't just like the J6ers. They set all that shit up down there on January 6th. Because I saw a video of a van. Different people got videos coming from the back of the cabin because the guy was at the back of the cabin. He said 2 white vans come up. You see Antifa, Get Out, and the Capitol Police meet them in the building. That's before that was early in the morning, before Trump rally started. They were setting up then.
Oh, I mean, what do you expect from the government alphabet agencies anyway? They wanted to go and hire their crisis actors to act upon in public.
Yep.
A public performance minstrel show for the globalists, basically.
And then, they arrested Reyes for all he got is a fucking misdemeanor. That guy, that Spanish guy that was the leader of the Proud Boys, he lived in Philly, he wasn't even there, and he got 22 years in prison.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
That's like fucking beyond stupid.
Yeah. And I mean, that is wrong. That is wrong. Because, well, Obama removed habeas corpus. You won't be able to have a lawyer. You can't make a phone call. You can't even have visitors. And you'll be held in prison for a time as long as your trial, when your trial come out. It's a shame a couple of people committed suicide. I'm glad them 5 guys got off from trying to kidnap Whitmer. That was FBI entrapment. FBI, CIA entrapment.
It was a tranny trap, basically.
Yeah, and she was in on that shit, too.
That fucking cunt. I can't stand fucking Whitmer. She's a fucking cunt.
Yeah.
I was like, sorry. And I was also thinking in my mind, why the fuck would anyone want to go and kidnap that fucking lying, annoying cunt anyway? I was like, who the fuck?
Yeah, because a couple of my people live in Pennsylvania. And she way over there. Why would they do that? That was an FBI, CIA entrapment.
Exactly. It was the biggest tranny trap. It's like, it's like some lunatic tranny tucking in their dick in between their legs and just, pretending to be a vagina. Then the dick flops out. That big tranny dick that comes flopping out. It's a tranny trap.
I'm just sick of this shit. And them women getting raped in prison by them trans men in there. The federal prison.
Rapists. I call them tranny rapists.
I'm thinking the pedophiles, they can give them that surgery, because they said when they do that surgery, changing people's genders, they don't have no sexual feeling. So maybe they need to do to them pedophiles, do that, give them that kind of surgery, so they won't fuck with children no more.
Exactly. Well,
they don't get sexual feeling.
Well, here's one thing. I would say, you know what, those pedophiles deserve the fucking death sentence. I mean, they shouldn't even go and get the tranny surgery, just pure death sentence, because, I actually listened to somebody that did say even if you butchered the predator's genitals, and, do all that shit to the predator is going to go and find another way to go and harm children.
Really?
Yeah.
But if they lose their sexual feeling.
No, even when they go and lose their sexual feelings, they will find a way to go and torture children because they're that much of a fucking evil predator to go and fucking do so.
They're some sick asses. Damn.
Exactly. That's why I go and listen to, different people and and their different perspectives. And when I'm trying to go and remember, who did I hear that from?
What is James doing, making the drink in the mixer? Did you hear that noise, Eric?
I think it was on my end or something, because James isn't here.
Oh.
I think I moved something and it just, made a sound.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
sounded like it was a mixer.
I think I just might have moved something that just made a rocking noise.
And I'll tell you one thing. I saw a video of a tranny. He like, I would like to be the first transgender to get an abortion. What? He literally said that. I'm like, I can't believe this. Literally said it.
It's like you watched the episode of South Park, Mr. Garrison's fancy new vagina.
Yes. South Park be on point.
Oh yeah, definitely. The funniest thing about that episode, Mr. Garrison, quote unquote, Mrs. Garrison thought he was pregnant, and he got so excited. He's like, "Hooray! I can have an abortion!" Then he's going to the going to the abortion clinic, all happy, all happy. He's like, he's like, "What are you doing? Do you scramble its brains or just vacuum it out?" And it shocked people. And he's like, and Mr. Garrison's going in there, getting very excited, going in there, for his abortion. He's like, "Yep." And he's like, "Yep, we're the doctor. I'm ready to have an abortion." And he's up on the stirrup, just right then and there. He's like, "What do you do? What do you do? Scramble its brains or just vacuum it out?" And it shocked one of the it shocked like the nurse lady. He's like, "How about I just go and scramble it and just queef it out myself?" and the doctor's like, "Mr. Garrison." She's like, and Mr. Garrison's like, "Mrs. Garrison." He's like, Mrs. Garrison, you can't have an abortion." And then the doctor's like, and that was the doctor. Then Mr. Garrison's like, "You don't tell me what to do with my body. A woman's right to have a choose." He's like, yeah, you can't get an abortion. It was like, I didn't have my period. He's like, yeah, you can't have your period either. He's like, because you're a man. Women's are, because he didn't have ovaries or a womb, and he doesn't produce eggs. And Mr. Garrison realizes like, oh, I can't have a baby, and I can't, can't scramble its brains or vacuum it out. And he's like, and then he started to go and realize, is like, oh, I'm just a guy with a mutilated penis. Basically, yes.
Oh, God.
And he's like, oh, God, I feel like a jackass.
Then I saw
You're
another
getting the
trend talking about.
vaginoplasty without knowing anything about it.
Then I saw another tranny. He was pissed off. I went to the GYM, and he wouldn't see me. And, well, what are you gonna see you for? You ain't got no vagina. He was upset and pissed.
That's crazy. It's lunacy.
That's a psychological thing. That's really a psychological thing.
Yeah.
They don't even know the makeup of a woman.
Also, I seen this video on Jubilee. It was a trans conservatives versus trans liberals, and Blair White was one of the trans conservatives. I
like Blair White.
Yeah, same here. It's like with Blair, they went after Blair White. They really went after Blair White. The lunatic trannies really went after Blair White.
Oh, yeah, I think I watched a video talking about that. She said they wouldn't let me talk, and they probably was jealous of how she looked, because she looked a lot better than all them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Them ugly men. There was there was this one, the black tranny. I call him the Tran Negro. And he was playing the fucking race card. Like,
yeah, I remember. Yeah, I heard. I remember. You don't know what I gotta go through to be black, and you got your white privilege. I'm like, what the hell he talking about? Stop using black folks for your effort, for your agenda. Because that's what the Democrats try to tie us to, the LGBTQ community.
exactly.
We was raised in church against that. But now them pastors now, they going along with this shit. That's why my grandma stopped going to church. She said it changed.
Yeah,
I call all them preachers false prophets, buck dancing preachers.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I call the correctional back calls. When they down in Israel and Netanyahu, I said they're buck dancing Negroes. That's just what they are. Buck dancing Negroes. They don't represent me.
Funny time. That's a funny fucking term.
Yeah, that's the term for them, buck dancing Negroes.
Sad.
That's like when the Democrats are down there in Louisiana, they up there jigging out there. I said, look at them buck dancing Negroes. They playing on a banjo slave hymns. I'm like, what is wrong with these people?
Like, I look at Tim Scott as that term, buck dancing Negro. I'm like, he's just at the second debate. I'm like, can they give this fucking buck dancing Negro so much fucking time to talk? I'm like, I was like, the Republican Party is like doing the same thing as the Democratic Party when it comes to identity fucking politics with the fucking black community. And it's also just not only the black community, it's the Jewish community, the white community, all these communities.
It's sickening.
Exactly.
We got buck dancers of all nationalities. Damn. It's sickening. You don't represent us.
Yeah, they don't. They're all a bunch of crisis actors.
Exactly. My favorite term, crisis actors. And speaking of crisis actors, RFK wanted to go independent. And you know who that pissed off? Dr. Shiva.
I know, right?
Oh, he's really fucking pissed off. And he did two videos.
I think it's about that guy. He talked bad about
I
everybody.
know.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's.
I used
he's
to
burning-
like him.
Well, he's just burned so many bridges now. I don't know what the fuck. He's buried a big fucking. And I get it. I get it.
I
He's
get it too.
Yeah, but the problem is you got to reach out and give these people an opportunity to fix their direction. You know, I mean, he's just not doing it because he's stern, and I get it. But the thing is if you got in this particular Congress that we have, this capital that we have, this government we have, you kind of got to go along to get along to a certain extent. But when you get that,
I don't do that either.
I know, but here's the thing. He's showing all his cards. Now,
Yep.
that's the problem. If he were to just portray, or just, whether it's a facade, or however he wants to do, fucking Vivek's doing that all day, all week, and twice on Sundays. That guy's saying all the right things. But if he would just do that a little bit more, then once he gets in and gets in a position where he can get and make a difference, then he can fucking, close that fucking, that door, that, facade, and then turn it really on. But he's just terrible at poker. You don't.
But one thing about him too,
Yeah.
his whatever company he's doing with Dan along with the Clinton Foundation. He
Wait,
doesn't
there's
mention that.
There's something that's actually he's tied to the Clinton Foundation. Where?
What?
Yeah, he involved with something with the Clinton Foundation. That's what really turned me off with him. Anybody affiliated with them motherfuckers?
Oh, if he's
They like
anywhere
herpes.
near,
Can't get rid
Clinton
of.
Foundation.
if he's anywhere near
Where
those
is that?
people, then that is very bad.
Huh.
I'm gonna
Then
look
it's
into
over
it.
for him.
Yeah, he's
Cause
barking.
he's talking about them like that. You got a company with the Clinton Foundation.
That's
I
all.
would like to go and see the receipts on that, big
Yeah,
time.
Yeah, I want to see what's
Yeah,
going on.
I heard about that. That's when I stopped watching them. I'm like, oh boy.
He's just not doing
Anybody
this right.
affiliated with them, I don't want to be bothered with them.
Well, he's just not doing it right. Look, I know marketing, I know sales and advertising. I've been a part of it for a long time, and you got to play. And I think that Trump is definitely playing a good hand of Texas Hold'em. By the way, he's
Yeah, because he don't have to come out and tell. He don't want to come out and tell the whole cards. He knows a lot of stuff, but
yeah.
he can't come out and say everything.
He's just going with emotions. But when he gets in, I'm telling you, this guy is fucking. I see it in his face. I hear it in his words. He's gonna fuck shit up. I mean, not in a bad way. Not in a bad way at all. He's gonna expose it all. He's gonna open up all the files.
Yep.
He's gonna fucking. I mean, he's not saying right now, but he's hinted and kind of briefly glazed over certain things that you're like, what? What did you say? What was that? Like opening up the documents and exposing the files and releasing videotapes and stuff like that. But I still think his team of his campaign managers aren't. It's just the voting.
They're fucking dumbasses.
Well, the voting early thing is just not a really great idea because.
He hasn't mentioned that on his campaign. I just saw him today in other campaigns. He has not mentioned that voting thing.
Not anymore. I don't think that was a good procedure.
I saw that woman do it, but I never heard him say it.
Yeah, I think he's just jumped off that train because what that does is, let's just say, heaven forbid, it does not happen. Let's just say he can't make it to the podium or the inauguration, or something happens on November the 5th or 6th or 7th. Right, and then voting day happens, and then he's not around or something fucking. Because like I told you guys, these motherfuckers, they're so fucking scared of him and what he's capable of doing that they'll fucking take out an entire city. Seriously, they'll take out an entire city to get rid of this fucker. And I mean, he should be driving around in a fucking tank. If I was him, I'd be driving around. I hope his car has got fucking, you know.
I know when he went to that fraternity house, that was balls right there.
That was crazy.
Did you see him go to that fraternity house?
Yeah, he went to the fucking football game in Iowa. That was
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, that was ballsy. Because I was worried about him. I'm like, shit, this is bad. This not good. He out in open space. You don't know who's in that fraternity.
Mm-hmm.
That could be a plant. You know, that made me really nervous.
All right, so you guys ever heard of DC Drano on Twitter?
No, I never heard of him.
Okay, well, he's pretty popular. But anyway, he's posting, and this happened 10 hours ago, that Hamas is calling for an international day of terrorism on Friday, October the 13th.
Who's asking for that?
Hamas. He has stated.
Oh, those go fuckers.
Yeah. So, but this is why I'm concerned about the border. Because now we got all these fucking people. We don't know what the fuck they're doing. There could be cells and groups together that are planning something. I mean, people fucking hate us. Come on, you guys. You know that. So many countries fucking hate us to death. I mean, Romania, Bosnia, and a bunch of other countries just joined.
I mean, they shouldn't really hate us. They should really hate the fucking politicians. That's actually the way I actually feel. Not
totally.
feel.
It's not us.
It's actually the way I actually think
no,
about,
it's
you
not
know,
us.
all the,
Yeah, I get it.
you know,
for sure.
politician. It's the politicians that are in power and the big government power structure.
For sure.
Is the real problem opposed to, you know, countries. And that's what, you know, and that's actually the way I actually do see it. I you know, it's all, you know, it's just us. It's not just us. It's everyone else that get involved with this shit. And the career criminal politicians that, you know, promote warmongering and promote this like division and promote all this other fucking propagandistic shit too. Yeah. They're the real fucking problems. I mean,
there's so many people like you and us on Twitter and YouTube and everywhere else. We get it. Look, the actual people in these countries, now we're talking mostly every country out there. Nobody wants a fucking war. I want to be able to go to fucking Africa. I want to be able to go to Egypt. I want to be able to go somewhere and just have a good time, enjoy the culture and the food, dance, drink their drink, smoke their smoke, have a good time, you know, and this is what the 99.9% want. They want a unity in a sense. But these people have been creating, along with the politicians, to keep this divisional shit going. It makes money for them. It keeps them in positions of power. You know, I mean, go have a conversation with somebody from some country and just, you know, sit down with them. I've done it a bunch of times, you know, when I was in the military. I mean, even now, nobody wants this shit. Nobody wants wars. Nobody wants fucking vaccines. Nobody wants any of that shit. All people want is to live, work, have fun with their kids, go play baseball or soccer or rugby or whatever country, and just enjoy their family and stuff like that. The people that are doing all this cash and shit they're listening to these, you know, unelected, you know, bazillionaires, these weird ass pedophile, narcissistic, sociopathic, tyrannical, totalitarian type, authoritarian sick fucks, you know, and they have all the money, and it's just controlling a lot of the decisions of the meek, malleable, and obedient politicians that are out there, and that's the gist of it. And a lot of people know that. A lot of people, we're sick of it, and I think what's going to happen soon is You know, and this happened in Sri Lanka and a few other, like Denmark, where they actually had a resurrection, or whatever you fucking call it.
Revolution.
You know, yeah, more of like a revolution, yeah. And they actually went into these capitals and they said, no, we're done. We don't want this in our country. We don't want any of your fucking crazy bullshit, you know, fucking environmental, social governance. We don't want any more of your corporate equality index, you know, trans fucking bearded men going in the bathrooms of children.
Bearded trannies.
Bearded trannies. We don't want any of this shit. We're done. Fuck you. Just fuck you, you fucking fucks. And it's been happening, and it's going to get to that point where if our politicians don't start fucking, you know,
They'll end up getting killed themselves, and no one will even give a shit.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying killed. I'm not saying murdering or anything like
Oh.
this, but I know.
Because, like, if it really boils down to boils down to a revolution, then they're gonna get themselves killed because the people are not gonna go and take it anymore. I mean, they're gonna have people are gonna have that snapping point and then kill.
That's what I'm talking about. The snapping.
Because these politicians want to go along to get along with the enemies that want us dead, and pretty much. And go and commit massive genocide and, go and promote their privilege, ignorance, and idiocy towards everybody and go and groom people into, stupid shit.
We don't want it. Nobody wants that shit. We're done. They pushed it on us. They've been pushing this crap on everybody. A lot of people get it. We're done with it. And the thing is if our politicians, like you're saying, don't start fucking being obedient employees like they're supposed to be to the people are going to snap, and they're not going to like what they're going to see and what they're going to feel or be a part of, but it could get to that point. I don't want it to get to that point.
Same here. I don't want it to go and get to that point.
I want Trump to get in there and fucking just do the real demolition that needs to happen. Not of the country, but all these fucking compromised, corrupt fucking politicians. That's what I think he's going to do. He's going to expose it all. He's done. He's fucking, he got fucking hosed. He's been slandered. He's been fucking indicted. Imagine being this man. I would love to see. Could you imagine Katie Hobbs, a girl that fucking peed her pants and went and ran inside of a fucking bathroom at a burger stand because one fucking journalist, a real journalist, came up and tried to and she spills her milkshake on her way because she fucking panicked, and she goes and hides in the bathroom. Could you imagine that fucking person going through anything close to what fucking Trump is dealing with? This guy's is fucking a rock. People need to understand that. Biden would have killed himself fucking years ago. Hunter's like right now got a gun ready to probably put in his mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Why hasn't he done that already?
Well, I know it would be.
I mean, do the world a favor.
It would be
yeah,
nice,
do the world a favor. Failed abortion.
But the thing is a lot of these people that are creating all this chaos and turmoil and destruction and mayhem and division, etc. for the 99.9%, they're all weak. They're the actual weak ones. They're the actual, and the only way they feel justified is that they make other people suffer. It's a sick, twisted
equilibrium type of shit.
Yeah.
Which I call equilibrium.
Here's a good meme right here. How many terrorists came into our country through the southern border while the corrupt FBI was tracking grandmothers that attended January 6th? I mean, we don't have any justice there's no such thing as justice or anything close to it in our country right now. These guys have been on vacation ever since fucking Trump took office. You know.
And they're a bunch of fucking lazy, privileged idiots.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, they monitoring Catholic terrorists
Yeah.
in the Catholic Church.
Everybody. They're monitoring. They're probably watching us right now.
Yeah, they can go fuck themselves. And you know what? I would tell them,
Yeah.
go and take a fucking gun and blow their fucking inferior brains out. People like them should have been aborted. They should have been ripped out of the fucking womb and thrown into a fucking Planned Parenthood garbage can where they fucking belong. They're not even worth the adrenochrome, the stem cell research, the harvesting of blood, organs, body parts, and all that other fucked up shit.
Yep.
I was like, I'm like really, really fucking done with certain people. I even tell them, yep, should have been aborted. I mean, your mother should have, your father should have pulled out and jizzed in your mother's fucking face. I'm like, you're worth the fucking face cream repair, since actually men's semen when it goes on a woman's face, it actually goes and repairs cells. Fun fact.
Yeah, I get it. A lot of people feel the same way. We're just done with these fucking assholes.
True.
I mean, totally. We're just totally done with these. I mean, it's just. Oh, I mean, God, it's just.
And you know the true history about the fake Jews. They got control of this country.
Oh, yeah.
Control the music industry, the banks,
Fake
and
Jews.
the movie industry. They control them all. So when them black folks start speaking out about the truth, they cut them off. They want to cancel them. Nick Cannon came back. They was gonna take away all his shows they gave him. He was telling the truth, but
I wouldn't work with them anymore then. It was like, hey, if you go up against me, I'd be like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go and take the money I earned and just go and.
But see, they don't have the balls like Trump. Trump got balls. He don't need to take nobody's money. They all do. They don't like that.
Yeah.
That's why they're trying to break him, trying to take his property.
Yeah.
Mar-a-Lago.
They want
That
him to
ain't
be
gonna happen.
desperate. They want him to be desperate.
Huh?
They're trying to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They want him to destitute because Giuliani had to ask him for money to help him with his defense.
Yeah.
Because they make you broke. They want to make you broke.
They're communist thieves. They're a bunch of socialistic, bureaucratic bullshit artists. They just want to go and take. They just want to go and take money and just be fucking greedy about it. It's so fucking disgusting and vile.
Well, that's how they got their money, stealing from other people. They ain't work hard and pulling up their bootstraps. They stole from people.
Yeah, that sounds like no better than Hitler, no better than these communists, no better than them.
That's like
And
worse.
Obama he was the richest president in office. He had money.
He's worth $70 million now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And with
That's
that money,
his stepfather.
You know,
And
Trump is
with
still
that-
worth the same he was 5 years ago.
and Barry still is, still spends that money
Yeah,
on
yeah.
crack and cock.
He's been conducting his business by the law, no matter how they try to spin it. He has been doing his due diligence. He's got attorneys. He knows he's paid his taxes. He's done it. He's using the tax code that's been given to him. Nothing's been.
And he told them, why don't you change it? You
Yeah.
put in the tax code, that's because y'all benefit from it too.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the way it works, that's just the way it works. I mean, and the thing is with me and him, I'm just, I put myself in his shoes the other day. I was just like, God, because there were like the fourth or fifth, I don't know how many indictments now, and all these laid claims and accusations from fucking idiots on TikTok and YouTube and Twitter and Instagram and all this other stuff. It's like, everything that they throw out there to try to get to stick on the wall, the wall he has is made out of Teflon.
Yes,
seems
it is.
like, you know.
That's why I call him Teflon Don.
Teflon Don. I was just going to say that. So here's the thing. But when it comes to Biden, his wall is made of fucking.
Putty.
It's made of putty. It's made of fucking stucco Joe.
And shit.
It's made of stucco. It's stucco Joe. You can sling anything on stucco. It's gonna fucking stick. Because he's got so much shit coming out, and this everything that's gonna happen is gonna be a distraction away from Hunter, away from Biden, and they're gonna do whatever they can to get everybody focused somewhere else. They'll I wanted them to shut the fucking country down, seriously, because the more money and power you gave to these people, but here's what happened. He was still able secretly to send out millions of dollars or billions or whatever, during the time of the debt shutdown, even though they were going even though everybody else was not going to get paid at bureaucratic jobs across the fucking United States for who knows how long, they were still able to make a fucking side deal with Kevin McCarthy, the young globalist, who's a fucking full-on Israel asshole, like Bobby Kennedy, and now Tulsi Gabbard, like idiot. But the thing is, it's like, it doesn't matter. They're still going to find a way to get that money back into that circle of coming back to them. Right? It's crazy. And this is just continuing. It's amazing to me.
And that's our money.
That's our money.
Yeah, that's our money.
It's money that who the fuck do we owe $33 trillion to? Who the fuck is that guy going, pay up, motherfucker? Right? I want to know who that
China.
guy is. Yeah, China
They owe
mostly.
China.
Isn't that crazy?
Yep. They keep going to them, but they talk bad about China. China is this, China that.
Yeah.
That's where the virus came from. No, and then it came from down Fort Detrick and North Chapel Hill and North Carolina.
Yep.
That's where it came from. That's where the anthrax came from.
Pentagon, all Pentagon created shit. Yeah, look it up. They're all patented. Coronavirus was patented back in 2016.
And that's a fake patent because the place where you get the actual patent, they turned them down twice. You cannot get a patent for something that's natural.
Yeah.
I don't know how they got the patent, but it was fraudulent. They did somewhere else. Dr. David Martin talked about that.
Yeah, I looked up the patent. I actually went to the patent office and looked up the patent number, and however they were able to pull that off.
It was fraudulent.
It's fraudulent. Everything. Oh, they just found out that Fauci and the HHS and a bunch of other fucking people and the NIH were fraudulently and incorrectly inducted or placed in these positions by the wrong means or system of how it's usually done. So they weren't actually supposed to be giving these orders for these lockdowns and these mandates. And
No,
these
they
masks.
weren't. They were idiots. Dr. Atlas said that. He said, I'm embarrassed that I had to work with them.
Yeah.
They were idiots.
Yeah.
And they locked down the whole country.
For stupid shit.
Locked down the whole country. And they got to make that PCR test. That didn't detect the common cold. They had to get rid of him.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't bring that vaccine out. They didn't have that test. They got rid of him. Because he said, I was so Fauci in front of his face. He said, none of them know nothing. Fauci put some blood in a microscope and said he see a virus.
Yeah.
You don't know nothing. He said they're all upstairs administrators. That's all they were, upstairs administrators. Just doing evil things. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde stuff. Frankenstein.
Mm.
Tranny
That's all they were doing.
Yeah, I don't even have words sometimes for how diabolical these people are, and at the same time how brilliant it is. But it's really odd when you have all these people that are able to bend and twist and curb money. I mean, this guy, fucking Hunter, has a fucking firearms not registered charge, whatever, all this other shit, and tax evasion crap that most people would serve life sentences for. And then the Democrats are talking about, this is the funny part, white privilege. I think that's the epitome. That's the clearest example. There could be no better example of fucking white privilege than what this fucking white male with a rich family of a bunch of corrupted motherfuckers is getting. That is the greatest example of white privilege that I've ever seen in my life. And they're the ones saying that Trump's got white privilege and fucking the Republicans have white privilege. And anybody that votes for Trump is all a bunch of white privilege. It's fucking crazy to me.
It's gonna go and piss off more white people, though, that, you know, that don't stand for this kind of fucking shit. Because, you know, I'm one of them white people. I don't stand for this shit because, like, when I go and look at white privilege, when I go to go look at the term of the white privilege, I'm like, what the fuck is this? It sounds like retarded. It sounds like politically correct retarded shit to me. And like this, and plus, you know, it's another cudgel for them to go and be racist towards white people, then go and, you know, go and find something else to go and fucking race bait about. When those people that go and bring up white privilege, I'm like, and yet these are the fucking same people that scream about white privilege, and yet they go and cater and pander to privileged idiots that they could go and use and make them useful idiots. Useful privileged idiots, to be more exact. And they're the ones that, like, you know what? They would defend a fucking privileged idiot like that fucking crackhead pedophile, that failed aborted crackhead pedophile.
Mm-hmm. I gotta read what Whitney Webb said, which I think, you know, we all know Whitney Webb. She's fucking a kick-ass motherfucker. This is what she wrote 4 hours ago. If you are cheering on mass killings of people just because of their ethnicity, nationality, religion, you are not awake, and you are certainly not anti-war. You are also not anti-establishment or anti-deep state, because death is what the establishment sells. That's brilliant. They've sold.
That's actually a true statement.
Yeah, they sold all this, man. And the key word here is sell, because they're selling this to get mass consent from everybody. And fucking, you know, all of a sudden Ukraine's bad, and then all of a sudden fucking Israel gets fucked up, and now they're, you know, let's start sending money to Israel now. I mean, it's just how many?
I mean, more? Yeah, it's like the reverse that happened. Now they're like, yeah, Ukraine. Like before, you know, your whole Ukraine shenanigans start. The media was like, fuck Ukraine. Then when, you know, and plus, you know, since it's a war against Russia, so basically I just see it as, well, now they actually like Ukraine. It's now actually really fucking suspicious. And now they're back on the fuck Ukraine bandwagon, and these are the same people that, you know, fucking hate Israel.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, oh, yay, hooray, Israel!
Isn't that weird?
I'm like, oh, you know, they're thirsty. They're a bunch of fucking globalist, fucking thirsting, warmongering cocksuckers. That's what they really are.
Which here's the thing, Eric. They are actually probably that. I mean, look at Barack Obama.
I mean, yeah, from smoking coke to have his fucking cock smoked by a white man.
They do both of it.
No,
they
he smoked crack. He didn't smoke coke. He smoked crack.
Oh, smoke crack.
Yeah, Obama was a
For
crack
smoking
pipe.
crack
He was
egg
a
and
crack.
getting his cock smoked.
He was a he was a crackhead like a motherfucker.
Yep.
He was.
Mike Hunter.
What's the fucking? Who's the guy that Chappelle does? I forgot the name of that guy. It's so fucking awesome. He wears the hoodie, not the hoodie, but the beanie.
Oh, Tyrone Biggins.
Tyrone Biggins. Barack
Y'all got some
Obama.
crack?
Barack Obama's Tyrone Biggins for sure.
A gay version of Tyrone
Yeah.
Biggins.
Yeah, but with a little gay flair in it. Yeah, here's what's it?
Tyrone Biggin Cox, because he takes them Biggin Cox into his cornholing back hole.
Yeah, that interview with Tucker and that guy, it was so.
Harry Sinclair.
Yeah, it was so genuine. It was so real.
You should have watched the one. You should have watched the one that he did with We Are Changed right after that interview.
I'm actually going to go and look that up right now.
And We Are Changed, he really let it out because he didn't let all the stuff out on Tucker's show. He really let it out on.
He was in more detail?
Oh,
Is that what you're saying?
yes.
Well, that's what I wanted to hear. I wanted to hear Tucker say, so do you know any, since you've been down there, I mean, that's the question I wanted to know, because they.
And that's what he's saying on the We Are Changed video. Biden cut his Social Security off.
Yeah, but my question was, if you know how in rape victims and all this other, which is important, the lady will go, okay, do you know any markings or any? Can you decipher? Give us and they ask this question in jury trials. Give us a description of his penis, of his private parts, or whatever. So that's what I wanted to hear.
I'll tell you one thing. What he said. They said black men have big penises. That's not true. Obama is small. He had a small one. I was cracking up.
Jesus.
Hey, the stereotype isn't true after all.
Yeah, he said it's not true after all. He really was in rare form on We Are Changed on Rumble.
Look, I've been in locker rooms. I played football. I've been in the military. I've seen and I've seen otherwise. I mean, not all, most of them, I'm going to say most of them for sure. But there are some black men that are just like, wow, I felt pretty good at hanging around this guy, but I'm just saying, yeah, that's an identifying.
Yeah, y'all gotta watch that interview with
Yeah, I want to see that.
We Are Changed. That was funny.
Yeah, but
There
that's
was
an
no holds
identifying-
barred then.
Yeah, that's an identifying mark. You see what I'm saying? So let's just say if he were to, if somehow somebody was able to expose that, then you would be able to say, okay, well that makes sense now. So, and all we already know. We don't need the guy to tell us, well, the guy's got a little fucking birthmark on the right side of his dick. We don't need to know that shit. We know for a fact that Barack Obama was a fucking crackhead, silent tossing
crackhead.
And the thing is it's, and the guys the chef that was out there was cheating, and fucking Michelle or Michael, Big Mike, went out and killed the fucker. Yeah.
Because he said Michael and Obama's about to get divorced in 1994, something like that. Yep.
Yeah.
And he also said, who they sent, I forgot the name of the person they sent to his hotel room, telling him, we're going to destroy your life. Because he didn't know who Barack Obama was at all.
No, he didn't.
It was just some guy he wanted to go and smoke.
Because he said when he saw he was somewhere at home watching TV, and the Democratic convention came on, and when he saw him, he fell on the floor. He said, "Oh my God, that's who I've been sleeping with."
Exactly, that's what he
and,
said.
And he fell on the floor.
Yeah. That's trippy, huh? How is that not? It's just mainstream media, CNN, MSNBC and stuff. They squashed that so fucking fast. They didn't say a fucking word about it, and then that disappeared.
And he said he knew the media knew it. And that guy he was dealing with at his church that he murdered, he called him up and asked him, was he dealing with Barack Obama? And he said yes.
Yeah.
And they had a little conversation. Then the man told him, be careful. And he hung up the phone. Next thing you know, he found out that man was shot in his head at his home. Shot in his head.
Oh my God.
And I saw the video of his mom with a picture of him.
Mhm.
And she said, the man that's running for president knows something about my son's death. Because they were sleeping together. Because he even told them they slept together. He said he was with Barack Obama for a while. And a couple of them, gay men from that church, was murdered too.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow. So Barry wants to go. Barry wants to go and virtue signal
Yeah. There's a,
gay people and go and kill them. Oh, it sounds very familiar.
Like-
Sound like the Clintons.
like, yeah, like fucking mom, like son.
And his mom, that guy mom, she had worked for the police department. She wasn't a cop, but she worked for the police department in Chicago. I don't know what happened to her, because they probably shut her up.
Bad.
That's when he was running for president.
That cornholer.
That's why Larry Sinclair was trying to get it out there who you got running for office.
A sick queer. Barry is a sick queer. He is a sick
there's
queer.
a bunch of them.
A bunch of sick globalist queers.
Yeah.
You said, oh, Barack Obama came and knocked on my hotel room door. He came and we had sex.
I'm gonna go watch that We Are Change video, though.
Pictures,
I'm
man.
sure I'm actually gonna go and be in for a good fucking
I
laugh.
bet you he's kicking himself in the ass. Well, he probably does that anyway, but I think he's kicking himself in the ass that he never got a picture. You know? Like a selfie with him or something.
Oh, wouldn't that just be beautiful?
That would have been it. Oh, well, that, you know, this gay guy, what's his name again?
Larry Sinclair.
I think that he has more information and I don't think he's revealing everything, because if he did, he'd be dead by now. Does that make sense?
Well, Biden canceled his Social Security. It's on appeal.
Yeah, you said
He
that.
may not ever get it again.
Yeah.
Wow.
He don't want him to live.
Yeah.
Wow, that's fucked up. I mean,
Yeah, that's what they do to people.
they shouldn't. Fuck. They shouldn't do that anyway for political purposes. That's actually, if they do that for political purposes, shouldn't they actually go and be like sued into oblivion?
Yeah, well, they canceled his Social Security. He said it's on appeal. It's been for several years.
Oh my God.
They said they was going to destroy him.
That's stupid, though. He obviously paid into something, and now he can't receive it. That's fucking stupid. That's communism.
Yeah, definitely communism.
And yet they're gonna go and give, Israel more money and Ukraine more money and all these fucking globalist fuckwads. Oh, we gotta go and save those money from them fucking globalist fake Jews that, yeah, they are fake Jews.
The Ashkenazics.
Yeah, they are. And they got
The
control
Nazi
of his
Jews.
country.
You know what? Call them Nazi Jews. Take out that Ashkenazi. I'd be like, call them the Nazi Jews. I'd be like, they're the ones that, they're the ones. They're the fucking inbreds that probably even, they're.
Those are the ones.
Yeah, they're inbred kinds. I'm that person. I could tell the difference between Jewish people and fake Jews. Like, the fake Jews are your fucking evil kikes. They deserve to be fucking shamed. They deserve to be called the word kike. I'm like, hey, they want to go and claim to be Jews? Call them kites. They fucking deserve it. I would be that one of those people. I'd be like, yeah, go and keep playing your fucking kite card, you fucking filthy kite.
Yep, bunch of them.
Yeah, they're fake. They're not the real Jews. They're the fake Jews.
There's some sick ass crazy. You get like I've asked this question to you guys before, but remember the stuff we were talking about in like 2017, 18, 19? I mean, it was just kind of like it seemed just not normal, but
We were once that naive.
It just seemed that it was not as so dystopian. I mean, things were pretty rough, but now all these crazy sick fuckers out there, all the stuff's like coming out, being exposed. Thank you TikTok, thank you YouTube, thank you everybody. But it's just gotten so much worse. It's just God, it's like overwhelming, man. I mean, I'm in it every fucking day. I talk about it every fucking day.
They're not hiding it now.
Yeah, that's it.
They're not hiding it.
They're not hiding it.
Yeah, it's obvious that they're not hiding anything. They're being transparent about it.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
They used to hide.
Yeah, just like how they hide Barry from fucking smoking crack and having his cock smoked by a white man, and now they want they want to go after the white man, because he spoke out against the half-breed cornholer who gets fucked by trannies.
Yeah, they want to go after. They're just trying to get rid of all us, man. I told you guys
they're genocidal maniacs. They're a bunch of inbred genocidal maniacs. Yes. I mean, they're no better than Hitler. They're no better than these fucking warmongers. They're no better than they're no better than these fucking communists that committed genocide, and they're no better than the people that committed the fucking Armenian genocide. They're no fucking better. Yeah. I do see it that way, though.
Yeah, I see it. I'm right there. I'm just really surprised that we haven't stormed the castle, had a fucking revolution yet. I'm still trying to get people to wake the fuck up. But I guess we're just gonna wait for Trump. But I'm telling you, if Trump doesn't do it and he starts turning, it's gonna get bad. That's all I'm saying. I mean, not bad for. It's gonna be bad for, people are gonna have to just.
Revolt.
Do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, revolt and revolution will be. It might have to come to. It might have to come. Unfortunately, it may have to come to that point, though. Obviously, the Civil War is a fucking, complete controlled opposition, fucking gay op. It's like it's like the most. It's even gay, the Civil War that people want to go and fucking flame that, might happen. I was like, no, it ain't gonna go and be no fucking gay-ass Civil War. Mm-hmm. I mean, that shit's like, that shit's over and done with. Yeah. A revolution is probably the only way because, I mean, these evil career criminal politicians, they're gonna go and keep up the kid fuckery, the child mutilation, whether it's like through the tranny surgery or bombing children.
Yeah.
All this fucking warmongering, catering and pandering to religious identity politics and playing identity crisis actor. All this fucked up shit.
Yeah, we need to get rid of them and line them up for something. I'm not going to say what. All right, it's getting late, guys. I'm going to get moving. I said I'd cut it off about 12. Thank you for coming on. We had a good discussion. We redid it. We put it together. I'm sorry that the sound went out, but this AI Zoom thing is really. I'm not going to use Zoom anymore, man. I'm going to, because I can do everything off of Restream.io. I just realized, I'm an idiot at all this shit, but I'll figure it out, and then we'll be good next week. Thank you guys for coming on. Keep bringing the good information. Don't stop
Welcome.
sending.
Good night, James and Eric.
Don't stop sending me stuff, Cheryl. And Eric, you're welcome to
I'm
send me
not.
stuff. If you could email it, let me know.
I
Aloha,
understand.
guys. Thank you very
I
much.
will email it to Eric if I
Bye, Jordan. Have a nice evening,
No,
Jordan.
I think I follow him on Twitter. I think I do.
I don't have a Twitter.
Oh.
I do
What
have
do you
email though.
Yeah, but what do you have? Do you have a? Do you have a?
You have Gmail?
Yes, I actually do have an email.
I can send it to you to your email.
Yeah.
The stuff I'll be sending James.
Yes.
What's your email address?
Let me go get it.
Yeah, don't say it on here. Don't say it on here. This is all public information. I don't want people knowing your email.
Even if someone sent me something like
no,
fucking stupid, I just send it to the fucking
what's
spam
gonna
mail.
happen? What's gonna happen is I'm gonna get Cheryl, which I may already have. I'm gonna get Cheryl's email. I'm gonna get her email. She can text it to me. I'll send her her email to your email.
Hey, wait a second. I believe I do have your phone number. I can go and send it to you that way.
There you go. All right, just
Nice.
don't do it on here. I don't trust.
Oh, I
people
won't.
these days.
I understand though.
I don't trust a lot of shit these days. It's pretty crazy. All right, I'll talk to you
I
guys soon.
understand.
Aloha. Next
right.
week.
All right.
Enjoy. Thank you. Take care.
Bye, James. Bye, Cheryl. Guys,
Bye.
take care. Stay safe.
Bye, both of you.
Bye.
You too.